Hi, I'm Papa K. These are the same bedtime stories I tell my daughters. So find a comfy place and let's begin tonight's story. Pip and the Game by the River. The rain was gone and the sun was shining over the whispering woods. Pip the Fox had been thinking about the river all morning. Yesterday, his friend Millie, who was a fox just like him, had promised, "Come tomorrow, Pip. We'll play the jumping stones game. It's the best game in the whole forest." Pip had eaten his breakfast very fast, and then he ran through the trees, his orange tail streaming behind him. When he reached the water, he heard laughing. Millie was already playing, and she was with a new friend, a small brown rabbit named Boo. They were splashing from stone to stone, in between their game and full of smiles. "Hey, Millie," Pip called. Millie looked up. "Oh, hey, Pip. We already started. Just wait. We're nearly done this round." Pip sat on the bank and watched. He waited for a long time. Millie and Boo were laughing at jokes Pip didn't know. And when the next round started, nobody asked Pip to join. Pip's ears drooped. He felt a little hollow inside. Without a word, he walked away from the splashing and sat on a mossy log further down the river. The forest was quiet here. He watched the water flow over the pebbles. He looked down at the log and saw a whole small world. There were bright green moss, a shiny beetle, and a snail moving very, very slowly. Pip watched the snail. It didn't care if anyone was watching. It just stayed busy with its own little journey. Pip picked up a smooth, flat pebble that was lying there. He found another pebble, then another, and he started stacking them carefully and slowly, one on top of the other. One pebble, two pebbles, three pebbles, four. He held his breath. Five pebbles stacked on top of each other. The little tower that Pip had built stood perfectly still. He didn't know he could do something so magical all by himself. Suddenly, he heard his name. "Hey, Pip!" He looked up. Millie and Boo were trotting towards him. "We've been looking for you all over the jungle. It's your turn to jump." Pip looked at his stone tower and then at Millie. Remember that hollow feeling he had earlier in the story? It was gone. "I found something," he said, pointing to the stones. Millie's eyes went wide. "Oh my God! You stacked five pebbles all on top of each other? I can never do more than three." Boo leaned in close. "Can you teach us?" Pip smiled a real easy smile. "Yes, but you have to be very, very still." The three of them sat on the log for the rest of the afternoon. They forgot all about jumping, and they just stacked pebbles until the sun turned gold and the river went pink. Pip had come to the river to play someone else's game, but he went home having made his own game. The lesson that Pip learned that day was that you don't have to always play someone else's game to have fun. When you slow down and look closely, you can find your own magic. And often, your friends will want to share it with you too. Good night. The end.